Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Flame. Welcome back to a brand new video to the channel. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about some Pokemon news here today. Skimming through the trailer for Scarlet and Violet because there might be some stuff that you guys have missed, and also speculating of what they're gonna do for the games here. Of course, going towards November 18th, but also going in and checking out the Pokemon website as well because there are some great information on there for replayability aspect and just even watching the game in general. But let's check out the news and see what Pokemon has in store. So off the bat, guys, we're just going through the trailer. If you see my initial reaction before here, if it's on YouTube or if it could be over on Twitch, of course we talked about this for the first time, but kind of skimming through it here just a tiny bit to look through news and information right here. Of course, the one thing that we see is like the pit stop for the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna talk a little bit of that just because we get a little bit more like kind of detail and kind of skim through the actual thing itself. But of course, you have your trainer running throughout the region, looking really great right now. Of course, we have the symbols, or aka the schools, possibly for both Scarlet and Violet, it being, the orange or the grape aspect that we saw initially in the first trailer. Of course, the title screen with more of the region looking nice and great. And now, of course, we had the professors right off the bat with Sada and with Toro. So what's really cool about this is, number one, these being exclusive professors to each game, which is the first time we've ever had that in Pokemon. And two, of course, with Toro and without the professor, their names are past and future in Spanish. Of course, that's a tone or the aspect of the game of what it's going towards, is that, if you play Scarlet, it's more if you're playing towards the past, and of course Violet towards the future. So that's the cool one right there. Of course, we have the Pokemon, Sprigatito here getting some luck. We have Quaxley, we have Fuecoco looking great. I'm really in love with them now. Like, I think they're fantastic starter Pokemon. I'm really excited to see the starters for the middle evolution and the final evolution. Of course, you have your rival and your trainer right here as well. Off the bat, this looks like it's going to be your first ever trainer battle. You have a little bit of promotions here as well with Wingull. I'm guessing that's more just like kind of clothing wear that you're going to get later, like down the game, if it's through like a town or a city or whatever you want to buy them. But of course, puts out Palmy off the bat, the brand new Pokemon that we see here, the new Pikachu clone, which in my personal opinion, I think it is the best Pikachu clone that we have gotten so far. My favorite one is Mimikyu. I know people are kind of like back and forth on that for it being a Pikachu clone, but at least still it's my favorite. But I think Palmy might take that. Of course, Noma being your rival or your friend about that. Your trainer battling with it with Quaxley, of it being of course an electric type Pokemon. So this is really cool right here that this guy says that I actually did not even recognize when I reacted to the trailer for the first time, is that within this game you can connect with friends up to 4 players. So for example, me, if I'm being a streamer, I could play with people in my chat room, I could play with my friends. This is a game that it's so cool that you could hop on one day, and when your buddy is in a town or a city, maybe grabbing some clothing or playing through the story aspect of the game, or you can even see them probably trying to catch shiny Pokemon as well. It's a cool time, and I really hope it works well in this game, as of course it shows a demonstration here in the trailer that I'm really excited for, and it's gonna be a good time, especially for people streaming and having a good time with within their community or friends or whatever. Of course, we get more of the Pokemon that are supposed to be coming back right here, more of the field with of course one of the Pokemon Center pit stops, and then we have a new Pokemon here as well, being Smoliv, which a lot of people are pointing towards as a Bidoof, which I could definitely see that this Pokemon might get 2 other evolutions for it. Of course, the trainer just capturing it successfully. There we go. I definitely want to try to go for the shiny for that in the future. And then more, of course, of the clothing, you going towards Lechonk right here, which is people's fan favorite right now. It's been blowing up all over social media, which I'm pretty sure you guys know already. But of course, we get more of the text screen about this, right? You have your battle, your Pokemon, your bag, the run, the 2 Pokemon with Quaxley. Now this is really interesting as well, right? Of the the HP bar being right above Lechonk, which indicates is that if this game is like PLA, for example, that you could battle multiple Pokemon at once and not just one Pokemon like the Lechonk is right here, which I don't really have a problem with that. I think it's kind of good as well if it's like shiny hunting or whatever it may be. And also if you're just trying to battle more Pokemon at a time and level up your Pokemon to trying to get to that certain level that you want it. Of course, we have him using Tackle on the Quaxley. Of course, you have the little trainer right here, which this is a big thing, right? I think in the Pokemon community right now is when it comes comes to new regional forms or even evolutions right now. That's been a huge trend on Pokemon, right? That Tauros right here, as the kids wearing the shirt, is indicating to get like a new regional form of being a Minotaur. I'm kind of hoping it's an evolution instead, but that's a huge thing, right? Is that Pokemon is in the marketing aspect now, right? They're 5 months away from this game being released, and I wouldn't be surprised that if we get Pokemon announcements within weeks, or if we get like in months, whatever it may be, towards new Pokemon, because they've also said that this is supposed to be a game where Pokemon is going to have so much new ones in this game that I wouldn't be surprised if they started, you know, throwing out random Pokemon throughout the weeks or months that we get, and one of them potentially being the Minotaur Tauros. But we'll have to of course see on that, given the hint. And also I'm pretty sure that was like a hint towards like that in the past as well, the kid throwing out the Treadle. Now this is a good example right here, right, of the pit stop here of the Pokemon Center, just because it gets more better of an image, right? Of course, you talking to one of your buddies or rivals, whatever it may be. But of course, like in the middle, right here with my mouse, you know, of course, that's going to be indicating of, you know, healing your Pokemon. The left side's going to be, of course, you buying like your Pokemon items like potions, Pokeballs, etc. And the right, I'm not really too sure what this is yet, if it's like an online function or it looks like it's like a trading center, or more if it's just like getting into your PC, because I don't think it's going to be clothing, just because, you know, I feel like, you know, clothing would be like a thing like in Sword and Shield, right? If it's like you're in like a town or city, whatever it may be, you can just go and buy them there. And this is just more of like a pit stop throughout your journey to heal your Pokemon or buy stuff, or even just trade Pokemon online with your friends. Of course, you know, just you talking to your friend right there. And yeah, so it's a trade function. That's just kind of like what I mean about that. Larvitar and Bagon, of course, being the version exclusives right there, the trade, which of course I'm gonna need help with my chat with that in the future when I stream this game. But of course we have Venonat right here being cool in the game. I saw like a tweet that it's been like I don't even know how long, like I think it was like maybe 6 years or 7 years or something like that since Venonat's been in a new game, which got like so much hate on that, man. But of course, you know, we have Toxapex right here, we have Shelter as well, of course, going back to the trailer as well. We have more of Colossal just chilling and hanging out, going by those Pokemon with Crowgonal as well. Gengar being of course the fan favorite, Lurantis, Talonflame, nothing really new in the background. Now this is a really cool indicator, right? We get a little bit of a tease of the Pokemon gyms within the game, so this is more of indicating of it being, you know, the grass type gym. Right here on like the far right side, it kind of looks like it's Sunflora a little bit. It's kind of a little bit hard to tell, but it looks like it could be some sort of Sunflora, or maybe it could be a regional form. I'm not too sure, but of course this may be indicating grass. This is a big one. I don't know if this is like some sort of mini game or this is the fire gym itself, but in this game it's a big thing that I'm going to talk about at the very end, because it's due with the legendary Pokemon, that this could be some sort of race mini game throughout, you know, Scarlet and Violet through Generation 9, that riding Pokemon is going to be a huge aspect, and if you could have some sort of race, it could be really cool. So we get that, we get the ground gym here as well. The big part about this as well, of this ground gym, is that this Pokemon using Earthquake or Drill Run, whatever it may be, is going to be a new Pokemon, right? Like this is definitely a tease towards a new one that hopefully we get within the summer, whatever. And of course we had the big shot here of huge tower being part of the ground gym, I'm guessing, of course the grass, and then if it's the fire gym or a mini game, but really cool right there. You walk in with Pikachu, and then we just get this launch trailer, right? It's showing off the legendary Pokemon. And this is the big thing that I want to talk about as well, looking at these, of course, to Corodon and Miraidon, is that people are speculating right now with these Pokemon that this is going to be the ride function of the game, right? Especially with the pit stops, the Pokemon centers being like some sort of gas station for these Pokemon. Because if you just look at Corodon right here, or you look at Miraidon, this is like kind of like a motorcycle. Like that's like a huge thing in the community that people are speculating right now, because it kind of does just look like a tire in front of Corodon right there, that these Pokemon are going to be able to ride with, if it's throughout the air, in land or sea, whatever it may be. This is going to be your Pokemon that you're going to be having throughout your journey, and you could definitely see that throughout them, especially with the Jets with Miraidon there as well. And then of course giving the cover arts, which are like the best looking cover arts I feel like within Pokemon. It looks amazing with these two legendary Pokemon. And then of course the trailer happening on November November 18th, or the game coming out November 18th, which is really exciting. Now I want to go into Scarlet and Violet right here, because within Pokemon on the website, because there is a lot of information that you guys are going to like about this. So introducing the main characters, right? You know, if it's a boy or girl, whoever you pick, the two different professors here, right, as well, with Sada and Toro. So in Scarlet, you meet Professor Sada, and Violet, you meet Professor Toro. Each is carrying out research in certain lore passed down in the region, being the past and the future, indicating the names as well in Spanish. And then you have Nimona, a powerful Pokemon trainer. Your friend Nimona has a sunny and energetic disposition, and she's absolutely loves Pokemon battle. She's an experienced Pokemon trainer and serves a reliable guide for you on your adventures. She has undisputed skill in battle, though it does also seem that she does not she's not the best at throwing Pokeballs. So of course we see that you know, at the very start of the game, and we'll probably get more of that as well. But now we have the Pokemon right here, because this does give a lot of information even to the starters here as well. Of course, you know, we didn't actually get the names of the legendaries, but if you go on the site right here, of course it says Corodon and Miraidon, and of course more information towards Palmy, Lechonk, and Smoliv. The thing with the legendary Pokemon though right now is that they don't have any typings, right? Like, we don't really know what they are, but I feel like you could tell, and especially with the leaks as well, is that Corodon is going to be a fighting and dragon type Pokemon, while Miraidon is going to be dragon and electric. Like, you could just tell from Miraidon that it's going to be an electric dragon type Pokemon. If you just look at the design, and in Corodon, I feel like you could tell that's going to be fighting as well. If we just go back towards here as well with Sprigatito, we get more information, especially if you want to choose it off the bat or shiny hunt it, whatever you may be. Its weight, its height, the category, its ability is Overgrow. We get a little bit of information of the starters here as well, saying any move that releases a sweet aroma. When Sprigatito kneads and rubs with its forepaws, a sweet aroma is released that can mesmerize those around it. This aroma has therapeutic qualities and makes opponents lose their will to battle. Fur and similar composition to plants. The composition of its fluffy fur is similar to that of plants, letting it create energy by absorbing sunlight. It adds moisture to its fur by grooming itself, which aids its ability to photosynthesis, which is pretty sick for the information there. Of course, we get Fuecoco here as well, of its ability being Blaze. Scales that absorb heat. External heat is rubbed by the square scales on Fuecoco's stomach and back that converted into fire energy. These scales are always warm, and at times they could also grow very hot. Overflowing fire energy. Flickering atop Fuecoco's head is fire energy that is leaking out from inside the Pokemon's body. When Fuecoco gets excited, it outspurts more flames, of course, as we saw in the trailer, and that just looked adorable for him. And then we have the boy Quaxley, at least the Pokemon I'm picking off the bat so far, because we don't have the second or third evolutions yet, but its ability is Torrent. We look at a glossy gel protects its body. Its body is always glossy because the gel, secretly by its feathers, repels water and grim. The cloth on its head is slit back using a rich, moist cream, and it becomes unkept when dry. It uses strong legs to swim freely. It has strong legs and is able to swim without difficulty, even in places with strong currents. In battle, it kicks opponents swiftly and repeatedly. Now, this is a big thing as well, because at least a little bit of the hints or the leaks that people have been saying about the starter Pokemon, especially the final evolutions, is that Quaxley right here, its final evolution might be water and fighting type, as we see in the description of it being the long legs. I feel like that's given a hint towards that. And of course, Sprigatito being grass dark seemingly, and Fuecoco being ghost and fire. But yeah, that's the information about them as well. We get information about Palmy, Lechonk, and all of them as well. Abilities static in nature care. Electricity discharging organs on its forepaws. In addition to electric sacs off its cheeks, Palmy has electric discharging organs on its forepaws. It generates electricity by rubbing its cheeks, and it shocks opponents by touching them with the pads of its forepaws. Thick fur that stores electricity. Not only the fur that covers its body good insulation against the cold, but it serves the purpose of storing electricity when it feels uneasy. This cautious Pokemon will begin rubbing its cheeks, preparing itself to discharge an electric shock, which it's so adorable, man. I cannot wait to have this Pokemon, and I really hope it does have a good shiny as well. Now, the fan favorite Lechonk right here, this has been spraying throughout social media that people are memeing it or also just loving it as well. Its ability is Aroma Veil, skill or gluttony. We have description of the Gorman with an excited nose. So Lechonk uses its sense of smell to find and eat only the most fragrant wild grasses and the richest berries. As a result of its dining habits, it has come to radiate an aroma resembling herbs that bug Pokemon dislike. Timid and faint-hearted, but also strong. If attacked by an opponent and startled, it will charge forward in a panic. It may appear fat at first glance, but in reality, the Pokemon body is mostly muscle built, but constantly walking around in search for food. See, Lechonk is not fat, he's just thick. You just gotta leave him alone. The description just tells that about the Pokemon right there. You gotta leave the boy alone right there. But of course, we have Smoliv here as well. Its ability being early bird, oil so bitter and astringent, it will make you flinch. The oil that comes out of its head has a very strong bitter taste, and it's not suitable for composition. When startled of attack, Smoliv will shoot this oil out, slowing its opponent down, and then it will seize that moment to run away. Fine without eating or drinking, and the fruit on its head, Smoliv stores oil made from the nutrients it gathers throughout photosynthesis. As a result, it can go for a week without eating or drinking. It prefers dry and sunny climates, and it seems to spend its days sunbathing. Hey, my man's on vacation, okay? He's just chilling, he's relaxing, he's having a good time. But one more thing that I want to do as well is explore for Scarlet and Violet. Now, this is a big thing in the game that I am so excited for you guys to like know and to have fun with, because it is incredible when you look at it. So the world, of course, of Pokemon here as well. Scarlet and Violet video games, new chapters in the Pokemon games are coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. With these new titles, the Pokemon series takes a revolutionary step, allowing you to explore freely and richly experienced open world. So there you go, it confirms to be an open world right there. So you can experience a new style of adventure with a world that you're free to explore as you leisure and not in an order dictated by the story. This is huge, all right? This sentence right here is huge for people streaming the game, playing the game, or if you're just watching someone doing it. This is big for the Pokemon games, because I think as a replayability aspect and also just watching someone play it, everyone could do something new. I think a good example is like, let's say if I'm playing my game and I'm facing the ice type gym leader, for example. It could be my first ever gym leader. It could be towards the ending of the game, like, you know, you go to the 7th or 8th gym leader within a normal Pokemon game. That could be potentially your first gym leader, or that could be someone's last gym. You never know. So I feel like even just watching someone playing this like as like a playthrough on YouTube or streaming it on Twitch, it's completely new to everyone. So I'm so excited to see this if I'm watching some of my friends play this game or if I'm playing it myself. It's a big thing for Pokemon, and I love that so much. So you will of course train to hone your skills as a Pokemon trainer, but many more discoveries and stories await you. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon and adventure in a world of Pokemon the way you want to. So that's big. They say that right now. Of course, we still have to play the game when it comes out on November 18th, but it's still huge for the Pokemon community, and I'm still very, very happy about that. A deeper experience with multiplayer gameplay along with series staples such as training and battling Pokemon. You'll be able to explore the various locations of the region in these games with other players. You can discover new Pokemon and explore unfamiliar areas with your friends and family, opening the door to an adventure more previous and fun than ever. Like I said, this is really cool if you're just watching one of your buddies shiny hunts, or you can go through the game together if you want to, or if you're just doing different stuff. This is huge for the game. I wanted Sword and Shield to be like this, and I thought it was going to be like that when the game came out, but it didn't, because it was only just a wild area where you saw your friends and you could do like the raid dens with. But this game, you could play with your friends and see, you know, the towns or cities within each other and have fun playing it. It's like kind of like an Animal Crossing aspect, if that kind of makes sense. Really sick. I love that for the game. They're like right now, throughout the information that we got and the trailer that we got, they're onto a good run right now, and I hope they keep this going, especially throughout summer for the marketing aspect, or eventually when the game comes on November 18th. I'm very happy about this, and I hope that you guys are as well. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the news and category stuff for Pokemon here today. If you guys missed anything from the trailers, I hope this helped you guys out, and also the information here as well on the Pokemon site. Of course, I'll leave that information in the description below if you guys want to check it out for yourselves as well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure of course to leave a like and comment down below. Did you guys pre-order Scarlet and Violet yet? I've actually asked a lot of people this, and there's actually more people than I thought that actually already got this game and are looking forward towards November 18th. And of course, subscribe to the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated as well. But either way, guys, of course, we'll see you you in a brand new video here soon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and other Pokemon sources here on the channel. But much love, guys, and have yourselves a fantastic day.